We often believe that the journey of self-discovery and growth must be heavy and serious. We're taught that finding ourselves requires significant effort, as if the intensity of our struggles determines our progress. But what if truth isn't something we bear like a burden? What if it's a state of complete weightlessness? What if the quickest way to hack our perception isn't through another rigid practice, but through genuine laughter? Today, we will explore humor as a sophisticated philosophical tool, a gateway to a different kind of freedom. In Western philosophy and mystical traditions alike, humor has been conceptualized as a bridge between our finite human condition and infinite truth. In Kabbalah, for instance, laughter arises when the mind reaches its limit, a death of intellect. When you hear a joke, your rational mind frantically builds a logical bridge, expecting a predictable destination. But then a paradox occurs. The logic breaks down. In that tiny, microscopic moment, our reason dies, unable to explain the absurdity. And in that void, joy flashes. Laughter is a shortcut to enlightenment for those who don't have decades to spend in contemplation. It's a legal way to bypass the internal critic and simply be. Often, our suffering doesn't stem from life itself, but from our insistence that it must be logical. The mind is a master cartographer. It draws maps and expects reality to follow its lines. But life is always larger than our maps. When a glitch occurs, when a sheer absurdity shatters our perfect order, we face a choice: resentment or laughter. To laugh in that moment is an act of supreme wisdom. We aren't laughing at the world. We're laughing at our own illusion of control. We are finally agreeing with the universe. Yes, you are wild, unpredictable, and infinitely ironic. Humor is our soul's way of saying yes to a world that refuses to fit into a box. Spiritual and emotional pain often feels like a stone, solid, heavy, and immovable. Humor is the universal solvent that softens this rigidity. But this isn't just a metaphor, it's a biological reset. When we laugh, our brain triggers an endorphin explosion, naturally quieting pain and lowering cortisol, the hormone that keeps us trapped in survival mode. Psychologically, this creates what is known as cognitive reframing. By finding the absurdity in our struggle, we create distance. We stop being victims of the situation and become its observers. Beyond the individual, humor acts as the great equalizer. It is a powerful social bridge that dissolves hierarchies and ego-driven importance. When we laugh together, we become equals. The masks of authority and pretension crumble, leaving only our shared humanity. On an even deeper level, laughter is a form of energetic purification. It is impossible to hold a low-frequency vibration like fear or resentment while experiencing genuine mirth. Laughter instantly shifts your frequency, acting as a meaning orientation that allows you to transform tragedy into a transformative experience. As Freud noted, this is the triumph of the spirit, the ability to stay light even when the world feels heavy. Eastern metaphysics calls existence Lila, the divine play. If we treat our life as a heavy sentence, we become prisoners of circumstance. But if we see it as a play, we reconnect with the author. Sometimes the universe winks at us through synchronicity, those strange coincidences that feel like a cosmic inside joke. These moments remind us, you aren't a victim in this theater. You're an actor who has forgotten the script. Don't be afraid of being foolish. Be afraid of being fossilized in your own importance. There's an old test for truth. If it can't handle a joke, it's probably not real. Lies, dogmas, and false authorities crumble under the weight of a well-timed jest, but the genuine truth only shines brighter when we're having fun. The biggest cosmic joke of all is how hard we search for the meaning of life, as if it's a key to a locked door. But when we finally find that key, we realize there was no door. We've been standing in the open air this whole time. We were just too serious to look up. Don't be afraid to laugh at the world and your own expectations. It confuses the matrix. And if the universe is one big joke, make sure you're the one who gets it.